Hello, everybody. Welcome to my podcast. I'd like to say welcome. I'd like to thank you for listening. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on iTunes. It's going to be really cool. Thank you for tuning in for my first podcast, the gaming podcast, where I talk about trends, how to do like little techie things, updates, games, and cool stuff like that. So, um, first, like a little cool thing with FIFA 18, it looks awesome because you could play with characters when I was younger, and like in between, so like I saw this trailer and it was like it's like one from 2001, 2002, and then 2017 and stuff like that. Well, I guess 2018 is gonna be but yeah, it looks sick. Now, what I actually want to talk about these three new controller designs. They look just so cool. Seriously, like I can't stress it enough. They have got a let me just look. Yep, here it is. A volcano shadow. That's what it's called. It looks really sick. It's like literally kind of like volcano shadow, not like a literal volcano shadow though. So it's like a lavary red kind of color with grey at the bottom, so like shadow of the lava is kind of cool. No, it's actually really cool. There's one in green and grey. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Actually, yeah, it's not my favorite, but oh, and then my favorite, Patrol Tech. Patrol Tech looks really cool. It's like a kind of robot and techie cool one. It just looks amazing, trust me. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's got like this blue bit and it's got like this bit that looks like a speaker. Looks awesome. Anyways, you can go check them out. And Forza Motorsport 7, good game. I'm pretty sure it's not out yet. Yeah, it isn't. I'm pretty sure. But my friends play like Forza games. And yeah, they're showing awesome new cars like the Acura NSX, I think that's how you say it, and the Honda Civic Type R. That looks, they just like they look awesome. I've seen trailers. They look kind of cool. No, they look really cool. Why do I keep saying kinda? And yeah, so uh, oh, this is a classic. I'm pretty sure KSI Sidemen, they all used to play this game like loads. Trials Fusion, yeah, that's that game. I'm pretty sure it's coming free with games with gold later August. So yeah, because this is August, but I'm filming it in. And yeah, next I have the Minecraft new update. So it's gonna be quite long. What I'm gonna talk about Minecraft Better Together update, Pocket Edition, Android, iOS only, so like that's for Pocket Edition. Got Windows 10 Edition, Xbox One Edition, Gear VR Edition, and Nintendo Switch Edition. So that's what it's for. And it began beta testing on 31st of July. Um, Minecraft's Better Together update is rolling out now in beta players on Windows 10, PC, and Android devices. That means players on either platform with the beta installed will be able to participate in games from either type of device together in cross-platform play. This update was originally revealed at E3 back in June, obviously. Well, if you saw E3, and includes other feature additions like community servers, community marketplace with paid add-ons. Like I'm pretty sure they've got that for like Minecraft.net now, like for just the PC version, not like Windows 10, like PC and Mac on like the actual website. Um, there are also a range of new in-game item types. So yeah, that just sounds cool. Multiplayer host and permission options and more. The beta is also set to roll out the Xbox One soon, Microsoft says, which will add the gaming console to the cross-platform action. That's just going to be sick when a Xbox One will come and like it will join. Like Sony was supposed to be part of it, and I know that, and I'm going to talk about that in a bit. But basically, yeah, that's going to be sick. Like I thought that happened ages ago, but it hasn't, and now I'm really excited for it to happen. So yeah, Microsoft also said when the update was announced that it will eventually add support for the Play Together update to iOS. Like I was just like, that's really cool. Like that's what they were saying with the Xbox One. Nintendo Switch and VR devices will also like join. But one thing was, so I want to talk about this topic now. So Sony was apparently offered the chance to participate in the update for PlayStation, but they declined. And I'm pretty sure one of the reasons was, oh, people aren't gonna buy the PlayStation because if some games cross platform, then it doesn't really care what they buy because they can still play with their friends on any console. So that was a reasonable idea. And then after that, they hit back with this just stupid thing. It was like also in the PSN little terms thingy, it says we'll protect anybody online who goes onto PSN, so they don't get cyberbullied and stuff. And they said yeah, so it also says that in ours. And the game you're pointing at, Minecraft, a lot of kids play it. And if you've seen trolling videos, kids get angry, they swear, they do stuff like that. So they just said no. But the dumb thing was that, guess who else protects it? Nintendo, and they're joining it. And who else? Oh, Xbox. They also protect. There's too much angry 5-year-olds to get rid of all of them. But they're trying their best every day. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about that. And first Splatoon 2 Splatfest results are in. This was the tweet I saw. Drum roll. Team Male wins 2-1. Congrats. The result was based on NA Australia and NZ battles. Oh, and so there's a Xbox One dashboard, the new one. So tabs are now horizontally positioned at the top of the guide, making it easier to swipe through menus like friends or multiplayer using the bumper buttons. It will allow gamers to see what their friends are up to, what developers are posting, and easily browse to DVR clips. It's the little clips that you can record on your Xbox, press the big X while you're in a game, press X, and then you've recorded it or snapshot it, for that, all arranged in a neat grid. Now, this is a topic I really want to talk about. So the Xbox One Scorpio is coming out, PS4 Pro is out. So I'm also going to talk about what the comparison between PS4 and the PS4 Pro, but in a bit. But first, let's talk about what's better for hardcore gaming. Because if you're a gamer out there and you're listening and you're wondering, oh, what should I get for hardcore gaming? So I really think that, this is what I wrote down, and I put it all together, some from websites, but this is what I've summed up. So PS4 Pro is already out now, but the Xbox One Scorpio will only be made available in November. So the Xbox One Scorpio's biggest highlight is its support for 4K, while the console is also fully compatible with all previous Xbox One games and accessories. Well, the PS4 Pro doesn't have the ability to render games in native 4K. I'm pretty sure some games do, but not all. And so first thing, I want to compare the processors. So the Xbox One Scorpio versus PS4 Pro processors. So the Xbox One has an 8-core, 2.3 GHz processor. So that's pretty good, except PlayStation have a 8-core, 2.13 GHz processor. So the PS4 Pro wins 1-0. Yeah, I'm doing it like football. 1-0. So now I'm going to talk about some more stuff. Microsoft is aiming for full native 4K at 60 frames per second. While not all PS4 Pro games meet that specification, some games run at 30 frames per second in 4K. The PS4 Pro has a sizable 4.12 teraflop of processing power, but the Xbox One has a whopping of 6 teraflop of processing power. Now, if you're like many baffled by the word teraflop, rest easy. Here's a good explanation. Teraflop is a measure of compute speed and can be expressed as a trillion floating point operations per second, 10 to the 12th power floating point operations per second, 2 to the 40th power floats. So Xbox Scorpio wins that round. So yeah, so they won because they've got more teraflop. So the Xbox One Scorpio wins over the PlayStation 4 Pro. Do keep in mind that the Xbox One Scorpio is more expensive to purchase. Well, I'm pretty sure there's no official price except from gathering up everything. Yeah, it looks quite expensive. Also, need to keep in mind that Sony has a awesome lineup of exclusive and third-party games that Microsoft just can't match, like Little Big Planet. I'm pretty sure that's the only one I know. So, so if you're a hardcore gamer, like you play all day or something, then the Xbox One Scorpio is for you. But if you're a kid who gets like a couple of hours to play after school or something, PS4 Pro is for you. The results surprised me actually because I actually thought like the Xbox to be more of a family console, so like one of them consoles that you would play like as family, and it was for watching movies more like or like that, but it had like optional games. Like I've never really been a PlayStation person, and I really thought like the PlayStation was more of the hardcore gaming ones for the like, because as the slogan says, for the players. So and like a lot of games like get updates on there first. So yeah, so I thought that was much more of the hardcore one, except the Xbox Scorpio looks like this time it's beat the PlayStation 4 Pro. So yeah, that looks kind of sick. So next I want to talk about the what's better, PS4 or the PS4 Pro, and what's the difference between them. I just said that, but so Sony launched two new versions, PS4 in 2016, 2017 now, but and I'm like 6 months later, or 7, I don't even know. What is it? 8? So the PS4 Pro represents a better, more powerful unit that delivers better performance, capable of 4K gaming HDR. The other new console became known as the PS4 Slim, which offers the same functionality as the launch model in a sleeker form factor. So like the Xbox One S, it's like a smaller like one. It's like I'm pretty sure Xbox, yeah, they made slim models too. So Sony calls this the PS4 as it phase out from the original console. Yeah, I don't even know what I just said. So that's the basics. But in PS4 Pro versus PS4, the little guide thing what you should get if you're looking at PlayStations explain the details in simple terms and complicated ones for those who like numbers, and answer common questions including how powerful is the PS4 Pro, how do how do the graphics compare, what is HDR and should I care, do you need a 4K HDR TV, is the PS4 Pro better for PSVR, so like PlayStation virtual reality, that looks sick, let me just say. So yeah, so yeah, so the graphics processor GPU in the PS4, that's the bit that generates the 3D graphics in games, is just over twice as powerful as that in the PS4. Sony's also upgraded the processor which handles things like physics and artificial intelligence in games. So yeah, Sony claims the new PS4 Pro can run at 4.2 teraflops that we spoke about, compared to the 1.84 teraflops of the original PS4. Teraflops is a simple measure compute performance, but yeah, we've already like covered that. In addition, the PS4 Pro has the same amount of memory as the original PS4, so 8 GB GDDR5. It runs at a higher speed to improve performance. The PS4 Pro also has an extra 1 GB of memory for non-gaming applications like Netflix. This means they won't waste space games. So wait, what? They won't so you won't waste space. So you won't apps take up space. So instead of using your game space, there's a space for the apps. So it doesn't take up your brand new Minecraft game that you bought or something. So yeah. Yeah. So this means they won't waste space yet. So yeah, so you can switch between apps faster too because it isn't both coming from the same thing. So PS4 Pro specs compared to the original and PS4 Slim versions. So I'm only going to talk about a little bit of this because even I struggle with a bit of this. So the PS4 came out in 2013, CPU, 1.6 GHz, core, and AMD Jaguar. I love AMD, that's actually quite good. I'm pretty sure you get them in computers too now. And then the PS4 that came out in 2016, I'm pretty sure the slimmer model, I think, I can't remember, was, I'm pretty sure it was exactly the same. And then the PS4 Pro was 2.1 GHz, 8-core AMD Jaguar, so that took it up a notch. And yeah, so for CPU, PS4 wins, yay! The GPU, so the graphics stuff. So the PS4 2013, 1.84 teraflops, AMD Radeon, I think that's how you say it. So that was the one for PS4 2013. PS4 2016, so the PS4 2016 and PS4 Pro, the ones we are focusing on. So, but I'm also going to say 2013. So if you want to pick up the cheaper one, you can also get that. So the PS4 that came out in 2013, the memory was 8 GB for, so the memory for the PS4 that came out in 2013 was 8 GB GDDR5, same for 2016, and for the PS4 Pro though, it's 8 GB GDDR5 and 1 GB. So yeah, that's nice. I've already explained why the 1 GB there. So HDR, yes for all. 4K. So only the PS4 Pro has 4K. So PS4 Pro has one for 4 things now. So yeah, no, 5 things now. So storage. So for the PS4 it came out in 2013, 500 gig, that's covered. Because I'm pretty sure everybody, well, if you're looking for the cheaper option, most newer consoles that ones that came in 2013 came with 500 gigabyte. Unlike me, because my Xbox only came with 250. So then you have the PS4 that came out in 2016, 500 gig plus a terabyte, and then you have the PS4 Pro, that's only a terabyte. So for that one, pretty sure the PS4 2016, so the slimmer one, I'm pretty sure that wins. Yay! Yeah, claps, just clap. It's probably loud in the mic, but and then USB, so the USB ports, like a laptop has USB 2.0 and stuff. So yeah, so the USBs for this, so the 2013 one has got 2 USB 3.0s, so a lot of USB sticks are compatible with that. And then the PS4, but slimmer one, 2016, has 2 USB 3.1s, and then the PS4 Pro has 3 USB 3.1s. So the PS4 wins for that one. Well, not the PS4. PS4 Pro wins for that one. And Then we have Wi-Fi. So I'm just gonna say this easily. So if you've got Virgin Media, I'm pretty sure others do it in gigahertz too. I'm not sure. Like I've only had like Virgin in my life. I've never had Sky, so I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure Virgin do it in gigahertz. So the Wi-Fi for the PS4. So if you've got one of the old ones, so they come in 2.4 gigahertz. If you didn't know, so that one, yeah, so that will work with your old like rotors or whatever they call them and stuff. And then you've got the PS4 2016 that supports both, and so does PS4 Pro. So PS4 2016 and PS4 Pro wins that one. Now for Bluetooth 2.1 for the PS4 2013 edition, Bluetooth 4.0 for both of the newer ones. So what I would say is, if you want to get a PS4, it's okay, I guess. So it's like, but if you've got like new internet, but like if your internet isn't like 2.4 gigahertz, so 2G and 5G, that like it doesn't have two of them inside, and it's only got 5G or something, you can't like play the PS4, the old one, online. But if you've got one that supports 2G and 5G, like my one, that one will, like your Wi-Fi, that means you're covered, so you can get PS4. For the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, it doesn't really matter what your internet is. So, Bluetooth, I'm not really sure if anybody connects anything to their consoles, so that doesn't really matter. So, yeah, so the graphics comparison, it depends on the game. Developers can use extra power for anything, like they really wanted to. They want, but like within reason. Most will increase the resolution, number of pixels that make the picture of their game. So like pixels, like little things are like so tiny. But so yeah, number of pixels that make the picture of their games, so they appear sharper on 4K TVs. But that's not all. Developers can also use like the more powerful PS4 Pro GPU to improve the quality of textures and lighting effects, leading to more realistic graphics and smoother performance with fewer slowdowns. And the only demand Sony makes is games must play as well on a PS4 Pro as they do on a PS4, and vice versa. So yeah, but beware. So like if you're watching YouTube videos that compare the two, unless you're viewing the videos in 4K on a 4K TV, it's really hard to tell the difference. In this case, still images are often the best comparison. They look closely at examples that I will put a link to in the stream. So, and now the same demo running on PS4 is quite cool. So like, I'm gonna put photos like that down in the description. So the most obvious difference is the lighting. The blood rays give the scene a new dynamism. However you say that word. Yeah, some of this thing is scripted. It's kind of hard. So like, line up the rocks. I meant like, and then enhancing the contrast in the scene. Another benefit is the foliage, or how I say it. There's extra greenery, such as extra plants, grass, and vines. PS4 version has simpler, flat textures that add a little. The PS4 Pro isn't like just about making things look sharper. More power allows developers to render more items in game, which helps create worlds that are packed with more interesting details to enjoy. As for upcoming games, if you're lucky enough to own a 4K HDR TV, then you can like watch all the 4K things. But yes, if you've heard, the PS4 Pro doesn't actually run games at native 4K. It's technically true. Some games will run at a native 4K Ultra HD resolution. That's 3840 by 2160 lines pixels, by the way, if you didn't know. But the most demanding games won't. Why? Because it's very hard to render games smoothly at such a high resolution. Even with the additional power of the PS4 Pro gaming PC that can run games at 4K would cost several times more than the PS4 Pro. I don't even know what I said. After all, instead, many games will run at resolution 4K, often, but not always, 3200 by 1800 lines, and then be upscaled to 4K. Sony has employed a clever technique that improves this process, so much so that it's very hard to tell the difference between its upscaled visuals and native 4K ones. There is a difference, but it's hard to spot. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. If you want me to talk about more, like what's the difference between the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, then if you like tweet me on Twitter, yeah, so you can tweet me at Twitter. So yeah, or you can comment on this on YouTube or SoundCloud. At Twitter, I am at KS Gaming Podcast. K is Gaming Podcast. Because the gaming podcast, like, it was too big to fit into at. So the gaming podcast, at K's Gaming Podcast, KS Gaming Podcast. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody who listened to this tiny little podcast. Sooner I will make it longer. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, bye.